Hello everyone, it's Master and welcome to a new The Sims 4 speed build house building video. So today I'm building a house in a style that I've never built before in The Sims 4, because today I'm actually building a futuristic house, which I've never built before in The Sims 4. I have built one before in The Sims 3 with the Into the Future expansion pack, but I realized that for The Sims 4 you don't even need a Into the Future expansion pack to actually be able to build a futuristic house. Or at least, in my opinion, it doesn't. I know the end result, you don't know yet. So, yeah, I hope you will actually like this futuristic build. I've worked very hard on it, and it was definitely a challenging build, but I must say that I really enjoyed it. It's definitely something different than I've built before, and yeah, you could say ultra modern or futuristic, but I think futuristic fits better with it, because it's definitely not something that you would see nowadays, or at least I don't think you would see that nowadays. Just, in your normal life, and it's kind of my interpretation, or actually an over-exaggerated interpretation of the future for me, because I personally think that, yeah, this might ever happen, but like in 300 years maybe, houses like these might exist, but yeah, for now it's just really a into the future house, and not something very realistic, but something very cool looking, and you could, like, it's not very unrealistic either, it is definitely still a house. You can definitely still recognize it, which I thought was important. So don't worry about that. It's just a style that I've never built in before, and I must say that I'm very excited to show it to you. I've definitely worked very hard on it. So then, of course, you want to know more about the end result, or at least then you want to know more about what people actually think of it if you work hard on something. So that's definitely something I want to know, so please let me know in the comments what you think of this style, and maybe I can build it in more often, because actually you have quite some features in The Sims 4 to make a modern, or actually a futuristic house. So I'm happy with that, and I will, yeah, if you like it, try to make another one, like in some time ever at least. So as you can see here, we get the basic shape of it going. That upper part I've decided to delete, as you can see here, but that roof is definitely the most strange part and the most futuristic part of the house actually, because as you can see the shape of the roof is like crazy, and that's what made The Sims 4 like perfectly suited for this, because actually you can build very good modern houses because of that roofing tool, because you can actually just do a lot with it. You can shape it in all kinds of different ways and actually still make it look cool, so I'm happy with that. And as you can see, yeah, I'm going to add more of those roofs. In the end there will be 3 of those, but they will be kind of separated just to give it a little bit more of a modern feel to me, or at least that's what I thought it would. Yeah, that was the feel that it created to me. And also the interior is something where I went into the interior a lot there actually, because oh wait, for the interior I went into the future a lot actually, because I decided to make the walls like more colorful than you would normally see in a house. Don't use any woods, because that's just kind of modern but not into the not futuristic. So I've not used any wood. So on the floor I just used, like, yeah, you will see in a second actually, but I think it really turned out to be cool and definitely something different, and I like to work on it that way actually, as something different and not just a basic normal modern house, but really another crazy cool house, or at least that's my opinion. I really like it. And as you can see here, you start the shape starts to get a shape, I guess you could say. So the roofing is something that was hard to do for this house, but at the same time it was kind of, well, when it worked out for me, I really liked the end result of the roof. So if you get a good end result, you actually look back at it in a good way, actually. So here you start seeing me adding some wall paintings to the house already, because I just wanted to see what colors would fit the house. I've, as you can see here, not gone for any texture either, because that's kind of futuristic, or at least that's the feel that it gives to me. So no textures, just basic plain colors. That's at least my view of the future, I guess you could say. But this also gave me some thinking about, houses in the future, and it's kind of hard to think about it actually, because, futuristic houses, what would that actually mean? You think about the houses that you would see, I guess, in Back to the Future or something, or yeah, something like that. I've personally never seen it, to be honest, but I guess Back to the Future has some futuristic parts in it. But yeah, some unrealistic houses actually, but yeah. This is kind of my interpretation of the extreme future, I guess you could say, because I honestly think that houses will kind of continue to look the same, to be honest. But that would destroy everything, because then I would just build a normal house. So I decided to go for something a little bit more exciting, which is like an extreme, an extreme into the future house. So as you can see here, I actually continue the shape. And normally the back of the house turns out to be a little bit less fun to create, but this time it was actually just as much fun. And yeah, as you can see, the shape just really starts to get going here. I actually make a path to the entrance of the house, which by the way has 3 bathrooms and 3 bedrooms, so you can actually put quite a decent family in it, though it might seem very huge in the end. That's mainly because of the roof, because it's mainly 1 floor actually, the house, and 1 second floor, but that's like very small, so there's only 1 big bed and bathroom there. So not really something to note actually, because everything actually happens on the ground level, but that's just definitely big enough. I've really taken the space to actually build a nice interior, and I think it really turned out to look cool and definitely different. So yeah, I hope you like the interior too, because that isn't my strongest part. People say that they still like it, but I honestly understand that people don't see that as my strongest part, but I'm working on it, trying to make it a little bit better. So as you can see here, I'm actually adding, you know, those holes in the, in that area over there under the roof actually, which I thought would be cool to actually have kind of an indoor garden there. I thought that would be something different and something futuristic, because as you can see, there's not really that much space for the garden anywhere except for around the house a little bit. But that's why I've decided to actually add lots of green around the house itself, just to give it some green looks actually and make it look futuristic. Because if you look or think about a futuristic house, you know, in the future we'll probably think about the environment a little bit more, which, you know, brings the house to something, having much green, I guess. So as you can see here with the back, I didn't really know what to do actually. So in the end, I decided to actually make or add many windows there. And by the way, in some seconds, I think you will see a neighborhood switch or change actually, because I found out that it would definitely fit better in Willow Creek. That's what I mean. I kind of forgot the name of the neighborhood or the world actually, but I thought, you know, that has kind of that more bluish look to it, while Oasis Springs has the yellowish look to it, and I thought that the blue would definitely fit the future better than the yellow. So you will see me switching. I'm definitely not sure when, but you'll see me switching somewhere in the video. I actually only just realized, because I've only been building the interior in that neighborhood, I expect, or just some small gardening things, but I did a lot over here actually. As you can see here, I start adding some shrubs on the building, so just some cactuses too. I thought, yeah, that would fit in Oasis Springs, maybe not that good in Willow Creek, but it doesn't matter. But by the way, if you want to have a futuristic house in your game too, you can definitely download this house. You can just go to the gallery and then search for #DutchSims4Master, and I will have uploaded this house to the gallery using that hashtag. And you can actually also follow me there. Then I guess you get an update or something if I upload a new house, which might be some handy things too for you. And then you have to search for the origin ID DutchSimsMaster. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. No number actually, so just DutchSimsMaster, and then you can follow me and get those updates and make me happy. I think I've passed the 1,000 followers, but I'm definitely not sure. And we're nearing the 10,000 downloads, so that's quite much, but not very much. You know, I've seen people having way more downloads, but to be honest, I don't really care too much about that. I just make the houses because it's fun and to make a nice video. And the download, yeah, it's nice to see that people actually like the house that much that they would like to have it in the game, but furthermore, not too much actually. So as you can see here, I used one of the other awesome features of The Sims 4, which is being able to move an entire house just with 2 clicks. because I found out that I just wanted some more space actually, or put it a little bit more to the front, which is definitely what that feature is actually, or what that feature has actually been created for. So as you can see here, I just built the fountain, and I'm actually trying to add some trees which would fit the house nicely, but I just really couldn't make a choice there. So as you see me adding many different trees there, adding some bamboo, and you see me changing between those, and in the end I decided to go for the cypresses. I'm even not sure how you pronounce that actually, but in Dutch you would pronounce it, I guess. The most expected thing would be cypresses or something, but you see the trees over there which are Italian, and you see in Tuscany or something. Those trees, and you see me adding some bamboo, and the trees back again. I just couldn't make a decision there, so I decided to go for the trees and not the bamboo in the end actually. Just because, it looked futuristic, and the bamboo just was, it was not really there. It was kind of too small, and for such a massive house, it was just too small. So as you can see here, you see me adding some more stones over there, or actually adding, kind of a terrain paint I've never used before, but I like for a futuristic house actually, because it's something different, and the future is different, I guess you could say. No sense behind that. So as you can see here, I'm starting the interior actually, and this is in Willow Creek, which you don't even see. So if I'd not said that, you would be like, what the fuck, while I was doing the fly through, but I've said it, so don't worry. And here you start, or see me starting making the kitchen, which I think turned out to be one of the best parts of the house, because it's definitely futuristic and definitely huge and definitely awesome. I really like it. And it's so futuristic, so open, so modern, but futuristic. And the idea or the style I went for was that all the furniture in the house would be white actually. So like almost all furniture has a white option, so I decided to go for that. And using almost no wood, except for this place over here in the kitchen, where I couldn't actually add different shelves than these. So here I did actually have to go for wood, but it doesn't look that bad because it's light wood. But furthermore, I decided to go for white furniture everywhere. Also the bar stools will be changed. For the walls, I actually decided to go for a color. So that's where I brought in a color, and that's just what my idea was for the future, or for the interior of futuristic houses, that the walls would actually bring the color into it, and the white furniture would bring the futuristic look to it. And also no wood on the floor actually, which is one of the first times I've ever built a house without wood on the floor, because normally I do actually use wood, but this time, as you see me, it's some kind of gray, for some people maybe boring thing, but it just was futuristic. As you can see, I've still not changed the bar stool, so honestly I'm not really sure if I'm still going to do that, but I think it is still going to happen, and otherwise I will have to change that for the fly-through, which I've not made yet, to be honest. So as you can see here, I'm actually making the living room, and as you can see, everything is just it's really an open plan. The house is just shaped around the middle part, which will actually be the wardrobe, so where you can get your jackets, or at least an area which seems to be such an area, but probably doesn't really function like that. And all the areas are actually built around it, and you can just walk from one area to another without any single door. It's just really an open plan, and that's kind of what my futuristic look, or what my idea of the future was, to just having an open plan everywhere and being able to actually walk around the entire house. And you could actually play, do like a run around the middle of the house with the stairs. And I must say that I'm definitely afraid that I will not actually add the bar stools there. So let's see if that will actually happen. And otherwise, don't worry, I'll change that before I actually upload the house to the gallery. So currently you actually see me building the wardrobe in the middle of the house, which is pretty big actually. It has like 4 big shelves with like clothes everywhere there. But yeah, that's just something that I'd never built before in a house, and I thought it looked pretty fancy actually, so I just decided to add it there. In the middle of the house, which might be kind of strange, but pretty logical too, because, you know, it's connected to the front of the house. But anyways, we're going to continue building the rest of the house now, starting the bathrooms and the bedrooms. As I said, this house has 3 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms, which are all pretty big actually, so I'm happy with that. So you can definitely fit quite a big family in this house. But first, I'm actually finishing this area over there. For some reason, the speaker system actually got deleted, and now everything got deleted here actually, or at least oh wait, no, that's the other side actually. But the speaker system did actually get deleted. But as you can see here, I'm just kind of making a reading area. That's what I was planning on doing, because I really didn't know what to do there. Oh wait, here you see me change the color of the bar stools. That's great, because then I don't have to do it anymore after recording this, which I'm happy with, to be honest. So here you actually see me starting doing the new bar, or at least the first bedroom actually in the house, which is pretty big. I think you could say it's the main bedroom, but I actually have 2 main bedrooms in this house, so you can decide whatever you want. But here you see me adding a very big screen, because, you know, it's the future, so I guess you could add something like that in your huge ass house like this one. But here I'm making the bathroom for this. Actually every bedroom has its own bathroom, so this one too. And yeah, it looks pretty cool. Just, you know, very colorful regarding the walls, but very, you know, wide regarding the rest. So here I actually forgot that I was actually planning on recording a video. So I just started building, and then I was like, wait, I want to actually make a video of this. So I forgot to do that the first part. But here you saw me doing that, so no problem. I'm changing the desk there for the living room area, which has a desk, because I didn't know what to put there anyway. What to put there otherwise. That's the word I was searching for. So here I have made a personal bathroom too, and the cool thing about all these bathrooms in this house is actually the fact that all those bathrooms actually just have a bath, so everyone will have just their own relaxed bath, which is pretty cool. Well, some are double bedrooms, so they will have to share, but, you know, they all have their bath, so it's just big enough. Well, normally I can never fit a bath in a Sims house. This time I could, so that's great. I don't know what happened, but it happened. So maybe this is actually the hallway to what I believe is going to be the master bedroom, because this house, or this room, actually has a definitely huge wardrobe. It's kind of insane actually, but I really didn't know what to put in that area, so I decided, you know what, I'll just put a massive wardrobe in there, and imagine that, you know, the woman is just like a fashion designer or anything, and this is her work or something. I even added like chairs as if it was a changing room, you know, with those chairs, which I'm always very happy to see when, you know, I'm trying to change clothes or something, and, you know, you're buying them and you see those chairs in the changing area. Or especially when you go with someone who's going to change, or, you know, try some new clothes, and you're just going with them, and you're so happy to see those chairs. But this might get a little bit random, so maybe you understand what I mean in a second. But at least here you understand what I mean with a huge wardrobe, because as you can see it is. But here I'm adding those chairs I was talking about, so, you know, maybe if you couldn't, you know, get the image yet, now you maybe can. So here I'm adding all those suits and stuff in there. So yeah, that's basically it. We're still going to make the bathroom, and then we're going to the fly-through of this futuristic house speed build, which I think the house really turned out to be awesome. It's definitely something different. I've never built something like that before, but I must be honest, I think it's awesome. So I hope you like it too. Please let me know in the comments. That would be great if you could actually leave like a comment down there, so I know that you actually exist, because, you know, sometimes I personally also don't really realize it, but nowadays sometimes I do, because I'm a YouTuber myself, and I know that I actually really care about the comments, and I really read them, and I really take them into consideration if there are like suggestions. So please leave a comment down below if you like the house, if you have tips, if you want to see something that I've never done before, that I have done before. So please let me know. But anyways, thanks for watching and hope to see you back later.